we will reveal what's inside Floyd Shivambu's lifestyle and his career. Floyd is a South African politician who was a parliamentary member for the Economic Freedom Fighters before he joined Jacob Zuma's Umkhonto weSizwe, otherwise known as the MK Party, a left-wing populist political party. This will be intriguing. We scanned the pages of BBC, Mail, and Guardian and News 24 to dig deep about his life. Stick with us until the end. You'll not want to miss our revelation. Where did it all begin for Floyd? His political career began in 2004, during his time at the University of the Witwatersrand, where he served as the president of the Student Representative Council. This experience marked the beginning of his rise in South African politics. The move that shaped his political ideology was his joining the African National Congress Youth League in the early 2000s. It was during this period that he formed a close alliance with Julius Malema, who was ANCIL president in 2008. This alliance saw them advocating radical economic policies, including the nationalization of mines and land redistribution without compensation. The duo found themselves clashing with the ANC leadership because of their radical positions. Their vocal criticism encouraged divisiveness in the party, with some supporting them while others opposing them. Their refusal to back down from their beliefs led to their expulsion from the ANC in 2012, following a series of controversies and defiance against the disciplinary processes of the party. Floyd and Julius decided to co-found the Economic Freedom Fighters in 2013, with Julius as commander-in-chief and Floyd as deputy president. With its bold red berets and fiery rhetoric, the EFF immediately became a prominent force in South African politics. With the EFF, the duo was able to focus on their radical policies in full force. Central in driving EFF's key policies, Floyd played a crucial role in shaping the party's radical stance, as his sharp rhetoric and leadership in parliamentary debates forced mainstream parties to confront the issues. He was also a key figure in the party's rise, as his ability to connect with disillusioned young voters helped expand the EFF's base. The EFF took with it practically the entire ANC youth wing and dominated student politics at South African campuses. Julius provided the charisma to get support, while Floyd offered the brains to give the party the ideological direction. Floyd's political journey is closely tied to his involvement in the ANCIL and later the formation of the EFF. His strong commitment to youth issues, his advocacy for economic transformation, and his ability to adapt and thrive in the face of political challenges are the major characteristics of his political profile. What made Floyd decide to leave the EFF? One major reason for Floyd's defection was the major setback that the EFF suffered in the May general election, where EFF's goal of rising from South Africa's third biggest party to second was met with the party's dropping to fourth. The MK Party proved to be EFF's nemesis as well as ANC's by gaining votes from both parties and snatching third place in their very first contested election. MK not only cannibalized the ANC, but had the ANC losing its parliamentary majority for the first time since 1994, changing the course of South African politics. The first public sign of trouble in the Floyd-Julius relationship was Julius paying a glowing Floyd tribute last year, calling him a thinker, then at the same time warning him not to plot against him. This lack of trust between the two started in a disagreement of approach in the negotiations with the Government of National Unity. Some leaders believed that the EFF could have been part of the GNU even before the Democratic Alliance Party agreed to join it, if only the two trusted each other. As far as negotiations with the ANC, one was in favor of negotiating and the other was against, with Julius finally vetoing the deal without consulting Floyd. Finally, with some members lobbying for Floyd to challenge the presidency, Julius deciding to run for re-election as EFF party leader in October was the straw that broke the camel's back for Floyd. The third reason could be the major corruption scandal the two found themselves in the center of, despite their public persona of being socialists and African nationalists. They have been accused of receiving $900,000 in bribes from Chifewa Matotsi, the head of a now liquidated bank, VBS Mutual Bank, in 2017. While the two vehemently denied any wrongdoing, the police investigation is still underway. Their political rivals are sure to keep up the pressure until the scandal is finally resolved and the two are exonerated of any crime. If the EFF needs to identify a sacrificial lamb to end the issue, it would be Floyd and not Julius. Moving to MK may be the safest move for Floyd, as it offers him more protection, given that the MK is the bigger political party full of people accused of corruption, including its founder, Jacob Zuma. Floyd's resignation marks a significant change in the EFF's leadership, as he played a central role in its founding and growth. The move has sparked mixed reactions, with some interpreting it as a loss for the EFF and others as an opportunity for him to expand his political influence in a different platform. What lies ahead for his political career? With his wife, Sifisile Pedzi, and their daughter Katakani in tow, he marked the end of a significant chapter in his career after joining the MK Party as national organizer. This shift in political trajectory suggests his seeking new avenues to pursue his radical political agenda. The MK may prove to be a natural political home for Floyd, as its economic policies are similar to those of the EFF's, including the expropriation of white-owned land expropriation and the state ownership of mines and banks. Floyd is moving up ranks in the MK Party. In an aftermath of the resignation of Sifiso Maseko, the MK's Secretary General, Floyd has been appointed to replace him. Floyd will be the fifth Secretary General of the party since its launch in December 2023. It remains unclear, though, how Floyd will get along with Jacob, given their fallout during Jacob's tenure as South African president, and is also being a cult-like figure in MK, just like Julius is in EFF. Jacob has this habit of appointing and sacking officials, as evidenced by the fact that the party is into their fifth Secretary General in a span of less than a year. However, there is a view that the party is still in the process of finding its feet, and its stabilization will come from its core leadership in the persons of Jacob, Floyd, and John Hlofa, the impeached judge who is now Jacob's deputy. Floyd is fully aware of his many tasks and responsibilities as Secretary General. On top of his list is the union of all the anti-colonial, anti-imperialist, and anti-racist progressive South African forces in fighting for total political, economic, social, spatial, cultural, and ideological freedom and emancipation. In line with this task is the establishment of the MK Party as a dependable fighting weapon that is in the hands of the South African people. The MK Party believes that Floyd is well qualified to advance the party's political agenda as its Secretary General. Jacob is confident that he will be able to build the necessary structures to fulfill the party's mandates. Floyd has sought greener pastures in his search for the fulfillment of his political agenda. If you are in search of the fulfillment of your continuous viewing pleasure, simply proceed to the next video to attain it.